Southern Columbia back to reclaim the Beast of the East title, squaring off against the lethal attack of West Virginia recruit Colin Smith and the Ligonier Valley Rams, who made their first PIAA postseason appearance this season. Tigers on board first. After taking the opening kickoff, Southern marches downfield and scores on an 8-yard run from Gage Garcia for an early 7-0 lead. How did the Rams respond? Not in a good way. 2 plays into their first drive, Smith fumbles the snap, and freshman Cal Halliday falls on top. Unfortunately, Southern unable to capitalize. Later in the first, another fumble, but not in the conventional way. Smith attempts to lateral the ball to Jackson Doherty, but the ball falls way short. Instead, it ends up in the hands of Thomas Manley, and Southern back in control. After a roughing the punter call kept the drive alive through the early part of the second quarter, Garcia gets back at it, breaking 2 tackles and going 37 yards down the Southern sideline. That would set up an Elijah Hoffman 25-yard field goal and a 10-0 lead for the Tigers. The Rams answer with a quick score to make it 10-7, but senior Hunter Thomas makes that a short afterthought. Julian Fleming gets enough of a block on Colin Smith for Thomas to bust down the sideline for a 33-yard score and a 17-7 lead. Tigers not quite done in the first half though. They get the ball back with 2.5 minutes left and quickly punch it in one more time with a Garcia 4-yard score, and Southern takes it into halftime with a 24-7 lead. Luckily for them, they would need every one of those points in the second half. 3 plays into the second half, Smith is forced out of the pocket but finds Aaron Totino just past Cam Young and Tegan Wilk for a 55-yard bomb and cutting Southern's lead down to 9 after a successful 2-point conversion. Southern responds just as they know how, eating up time and marching downfield as Thomas finds pay dirt from 8 yards out, and Southern re-extends their lead up to 31-15. But the Rams finally start dialing in on the Tigers' defense. After another long completion to Totino, Smith caps off another scoring drive with a 1-yard score and bringing the Rams back to within 10 points. Into the fourth we go, Southern facing a crucial 4th and 4. Stone Hollenbach finds Thomas open in the flats, but an uncharacteristic drop hands the ball back to Ligonier Valley. That drive for the Rams, Smith finds Trent Hefner ahead of Sidney Damgard to get Ligonier down to the 6-yard line. Next play, Smith takes the delayed keeper in for the score, and folks, we have a ball game, 31-27. After Southern was unable to do anything on their ensuing drive, they would hand the ball back to the Rams, but an unlikely first-time defensive player takes it right back. After pressure from Anthony Chicatano forces Smith to heave it up, Fleming jumps the route and comes down with a pivotal interception. While it didn't amount to any points, it gave Southern's defense the catalyst they needed for the next drive. Facing a 4th and 24 with just over 4 minutes remaining and no timeouts, Smith gave it one final shot downfield, but Wilk says not this time. He gets enough of the ball for it to fall incomplete, giving Southern's offense enough time to run out the clock and capture another Eastern title with a 31-27 win over Ligonier Valley. Head coach Jim Roth and freshman Julian Fleming after the win.
The bottom line is to score 31 against this team is that's a real tribute to our offense and their ability, and got to put it together next week one more time. If you back up a few months, no one would have thought this was very likely. So it's one of the most rewarding years. It's the youngest coach we've ever had since I've been involved with the program. Well, actually, if you just take it through the history, it's probably the youngest team we've ever had, period, as far as the varsity starters. So, it's just a real special situation to be going back with this group.
Oh, it feels great. As a freshman, just to come out and do this for your season when everyone was doubting you, it's such a great feeling. I mean, like to a lot of doubters, we made it, we're here.
Southern returns to the state championship next Saturday at 11 a.m. in Hershey to face the Steel Valley Ironmen, a team averaging over 50 points per game. For SCCV8 Sports, I'm Adam Howard.